Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today the character random is not the character I played last time before Eden, which is like Lazarus, I think, which is what I randomed, which is why I'm randoming again, getting Cain. That's a different character and everything's fine, don't worry about it. Did I play Lazarus or did I play Samson? I don't even know. I think it was Lazarus and that's just what I'm going to deal with. There was the seed right quick and now we're playing Samson, Cainson. So Cain, who I know I played recently as well. Sorry, whom. Anyway, Cain has a 1.2 damage multiplier. Wouldn't it be funny if Cain were the character I just played? And I just have no clue what's going on in the world around me. All of these things sound likely. Anyway, 1.2 damage multiplier, less range, more damage. Or, well, obviously more damage, I said that. Less range, normal everything else, less health. So that's not normal. God, I can't explain anything right now. Help. Whatever, Lucky Foot for better gambling, and 1 luck up. It doesn't affect pills anymore. We got Bloody Lust, which increases our damage based on us getting hit. 3 smaller damage ups for the first 3 hits we take on a floor, and 3 very large damage ups for the next 3. Oh, man. But obviously, I can't really afford to just run around taking red heart damage after the first floor, so I really only get that on the first floor without consequence. And then we have a trinket that allows us to open all golden chests for free, which is awesome. I'm into that. So I'll just get to stack up on keys pretty easily. Aw, you were in the air. That's no fair. You were cheating. I should get hit again, reasonably speaking, since I have a full red heart available. You could have been the chosen one. Instead, you chose to not be that one. What's up with that, man? What's up with that? Alright. 2 bombs. I can use 1 bomb to get 2 over here, so I guess I'll do that right quick. Excuse me. I'm trying to look at the map and thinking I know where my character is, but I obviously don't. Ah, yeah, you know, that was part of the plan as well. Get a pretty okay item. This is a middle distance. Is this the shortest distance? It's the shortest distance attack fly, but it's still a middle distance relative to orbitals. It does 5 damage per hit, hits very frequently. Is a good guy. So it's gonna be my boss killer for at least this boss. That should have hit me. Got no excuse for not getting hit there. But it's cool. This is 1 health up, 0.7 tears up, and 0.16 shot speed down. So the shot speed down is gonna affect my range a bit more, which is kind of unfortunate. There were no tinted rocks this floor, which is also kind of unfortunate. But I'm just gonna go for it. There wasn't money. I could get that chest, but... well, maybe I could get that chest. I don't remember if it had a gap or anything. I'm just gonna go ahead, though. Not worry about it. I just don't agree with that. I chose that dodge because it was safe, and then it wasn't safe. So, the plus side is now I don't have to care about floor damage, and I can just go take damage if I want to. I decided I would go for this, so here I am, going for this. God, these guys are going to take forever to get anywhere. Alright, so now I've got this handled, and I'm just leaving. Whoa, buddy. 2 keys I can almost afford. Need to get to my item room first. Anyway, I could still get my first double room here. Might not matter that I got hit. Sucks, but might not matter. Remember, every hit does give me damage at this point. Let's see what you've got for me. It's free, and it was good. I don't really want that Eternal Heart. 3 health. We'll see what happens after the boss, but I probably won't want it. This makes it so I'm immune to bomb explosions. They, in fact, heal me for 1 full red heart. And I get 5 more bombs. So no explosions will hurt me now. I can just like run into dudes that blow up, no problem. So that's kind of cool. Not a common item. It's one of the special items actually. So that's one thing that makes it neat. So now I have enough money to go to the shop. I don't want to. Why was that going the wrong way? Stop it. Do reasonable things. I want to go to the shop. I'll use the 2 of diamonds when I actually go in. Because if I don't have to, I might not. Save it for a little longer if I don't get another card. So item room is good. Monstro is a bad boss for close range combat, unless he doesn't jump high, in which case it's perfect. Another health up. I'll come back. Yeah, so I want both of these. So this gives me a black heart on use. Usable every 6 rooms, of course. And Maw of the Void. Yeah, I can take this. That's kind of why I saved it. If I shoot for a consistent 2-3 seconds, when I let go of shoot, that happens. That does my damage at a very high rate. And yeah, pay to win. I definitely want to get that in my life. Pay to play. Gives me 5 cents, and now all single key doors will be single coin doors instead. Which is pretty nifty. I want this, but it's not worth it right now because I don't have any familiars that I want to duplicate. Anyway, single key doors are single coin doors. And I got 5 cents. It's a useful item. Saves a lot of effort. Saves a lot of RNG as well, because not getting coins is so uncommon compared to not getting keys. So we should always be able to enter those. So anyway, it's free to open. Well, anyway, any enemy killed by the black circle has a chance to drop a black heart, which means that this is a good thing to focus my damage output with a lot of the time. I also happen to find it a lot more fun because it's a lot riskier. So that just instantly makes it more interesting, more fun to do, and better practice. And the potential health generation means even if I make a mistake here and there, I often get it back. Alright, this will get me a soul heart and guarantee that if possible I fight a horseman on this floor, which would get me an orbital, which would be nice. By the way, I'm leaving boss rush open, so that's why I'm not shooting stuff. Which is the same as any time I don't shoot stuff. I'm leaving boss rush open as an option because we're on good pace for that to be easily possible. If only a black heart were on top, I would totally lose one on purpose. But I don't have to. Alright, I'll take you. That randomly will give charges for my use item, like single ticks, battery drops, and it can freeze all the enemies in the room if it feels like it. So he's a cool guy. I can't fly, so I can't go over there yet. And this is if I get down to half a heart, I will get a full soul heart. And that can activate once in every room. But like leaving and re-entering the same room counts, so you can like get it again. Okay. Okay, so this guy hit me. Now those guys, it's pretty much not up to you if you get hit if you're playing close by, like I always prefer to. I really like the idea of melee builds, just because it's higher risk, higher reward. A lot more fun. I'll come back. Then I'll have full black hearts, which would be nice. So cube of meat, blocks tears, 7 contact damage to enemies. And hits very frequently. It's very good. I've been everywhere I want to go, so I'm good as well. All these black hearts too. Devil Room hopefully on this floor. Which means I can get rid of this red heart. Go full red heart, or black hearts. Since at this point it doesn't actually matter. I can just have this full charge because it doesn't do anything right now. I don't want that. That's a health up, but what it also does is it makes it so that all red hearts heal me for double as much as usual. So that means that I can't get to a half heart interval unless I have like a blood donation machine before the womb. And that's not really a worthwhile thing to me right now, considering the build that I have going, where it's going to be very easy for me to maintain pretty much full black hearts at all times. I won't really want red hearts for any reason at that point. Here, I shot that to get that trinket drop. Just because I don't want it to show up randomly elsewhere. I'll go to the curse room. No harm in that. Didn't matter how I could have kept it, but this saved an animation. Oh yeah, I'll totally get sweet dime. Now the shop is more appealing than it already was. Oh look, I'm back to full health. This is actually a good melee build though. Like I have 2 strong orbitals. And then I have Maw of the Void. This is going to be 100% a movement run, and that is the kind of challenge I like. I like movement. In pretty much all games that I play, I like being able to do cool stuff with the movement. Having reasons to be precise about it. Oops, I didn't mean to press E there. I meant to press it here. Okay. Sorry, I was scratching my face. So I'm just gonna shoot this until I get these. It wants to shoot me, I know. Then again, who doesn't? That's 0.5 damage up and a 1.5 damage multiplier. And that is doubled bombs, which doesn't, really matter to me all that much. But the 1.5 multiplier is great because that'll totally affect the black circle of doom and despair. And that is a tears up and a shot speed up like it says. And that is Abaddon, which is totally necessary. But of course I'm going to grab it. That removes all of my red hearts, gives me 6 black hearts. It's a 1.5 damage up, 0.2 speed up, and a chance to shoot a fear shot. This is a really good pace as well. Well, it's an okay pace. I guess it's not that good, but it's good. So yeah, I'm going light speed now. Don't even need my charge. Get back to full health all the time. Sadly, this is not really a melee viable room. Not that it has to be. 2 black hearts. Can't escape. I'm trapped at full health now. Oh boy, Deadeye. So Deadeye, as long as I'm hitting enemies consistently, my tears are turning redder and increasing in damage. Like, every time I miss an enemy and hit like the ground or a wall or an obstacle, it's a chance that the damage resets. It builds up pretty quickly though, and I'm certainly not worried about it. And it seems that hitting with the black circle might count. Even if it doesn't, what does it matter? Oh, jerk stole my charge from me. Anyway. Another tears up. Dang. Yeah, I went to every important room on a floor. That's quick. Sadly, since I want to be charging, I'm not going to get to keep all of the things as much. Oh, dang it. I would play that dude. The only reason I'm not going to is that it would spit out a ton of animations for me losing black hearts. If I had soul hearts, I would totally do it. But, I have such an abundance of health that it's totally fine. Just I don't want to sit through all of the black card animations. That's why I don't take the betrayal item. Good item, technically. It's just so painful to have. Are they both going to be the double key rooms or something? Not quite. That's where I wanted to be. I saved a coin by getting out of the item room for free. Buddy. Thank you. Alright, the super bum dream once again comes to life. So, bum friend picks up coins and... oh, interesting. Has a chance to drop random pickups when he does so. Alright, man. I totally didn't want that. Chance of super bum pretty much non-existent, though. So I'm not going to hold out any hope. I'm also not going to let him pick up the coins because he doesn't actually drop much stuff of value pretty much 99% of the time. And he takes lucky pennies, so I don't really want him to take a lucky penny from me when I could instead have a lucky penny and be luckier. Sounds like a much better life to me. This allows me to hold 2 cards and turns all pills into cards. And this shows me the locations of both secret rooms, but not how to get to them. And then this is a key. So I'm not going to go back for the regular secret room. But this top secret room sounds pretty appealing. And then we'll make boss rush with plenty of time to spare. By the way, this temperance card is totally worthless. Wow, though, that was really good. Krampus just in time. I'll keep my health generation. Head of Krampus is good, though. Alright, bad, bad. Really good, and really good, but, like, definitely. Rubber cement means my tears bounce off of walls, enemies, rocks, etc. And they bounce in such a way that they attempt to hit other enemies and things. So they're kind of partially homing. It also makes it so that one tier can hit the same enemy multiple times. So if you position yourself well, or if an enemy's right against a wall, you can pretty much just like nail an enemy totally dead in about 2 seconds flat, even if it's a boss or otherwise just a strong enemy. No matter how much health it has, it's going to be very susceptible to being hit by high damage tiers multiple times each. So every wave I get 2 ticks of charge for my use item. It means I'm not entirely all that scared of anything that this is going to throw at me. Especially when there's also an extra black heart laying around on the outside in the boss room. It would take quite a lot of tanking to mess this up. Alright. But this is going extremely quickly. It's a little bit silly. So it would actually be to my advantage to keep a half-heart interval, just so you know. So that I can get activations of Scapular, since I picked that up. And of course, since now is a good time to remind people, perfect play doesn't mean play where you don't get hit. Getting hit is not a bad thing. Getting hit can be far more effective than not getting hit. When I have this much health regeneration and this much damage with my orbitals, not having to dodge, as well as getting the black heart activation, can save me a lot more time, get me a lot more damage in, at a lot less risk. So that's a useless item. And we're at half a heart, so we can just go. We got rubber cement out of that, so that's really just good overall. Doesn't matter that the second item was bad. So top secret room is this way somehow. Oh, that's hideous. That room is, like, you're not really going to avoid damage in that room. It's next to impossible without being able to kill them before they can actually move.
Two of spades.
So I just, you know, that's just a room where I walk in and I expect fully that I'm taking damage. And I have no problem with that. Wow, that was a really close boss. This top secret room strats never lie. Never, literally. Hello. Alright then. Damage up by 1, range up by some amount. I'm good with that. Let's see, is this gonna tell me to go the opposite direction of the secret room to never find out what's in it? Yes. Nice thing about rubber cement as well is that it makes it so that I don't really have to worry about hitting enemies as much with the tiers initially, because they bounce off of stuff and they can run into enemies later. Even if I already missed once, they might not continue to miss. So I actually keep the damage up a lot more. Okay. Battery, sure. It's really just overall this build is working out perfectly. And the only sad thing is if the tier, I guess when the tier hits the ground it might not count as having hit an enemy, even if that tier already did hit an enemy. Alright, Devil Room, what do you got? I will definitely take the pack. 0.5 damage up, 0.7 tears up, and 2 soul hearts. And that gets me the Leviathan transformation. And I'll totally fight Hush, because why not? And anyway, Leviathan is flight. 2 black hearts. Remember, I don't fear explosions. Okay, I'll take homing on my tiers, like legit homing. It won't make that much of a difference, but you know, it exists. And then the Parasite, so this is like stupidly OP now. Parasite is when my tiers hit stuff, they bounce off of them, or not bounce off of them, they split into 2 perpendicularly traveling tiers that do 1/4 damage. I don't have enough. I'm not going to bomb for it because I don't care. But anyway, those will also bounce, and everything's going to be really stupid. And homing is great, and all these split tiers will totally run into everything and just like keep splitting, and I have homing, and the game is just officially going to play itself for a lot. And the homing is just great with everything. Ah, come on, man. My damage output's not bad. When you start spawning enemies, that's going to be the good times. Because then I can start getting a lot of black hearts. Yeah, man. So I just need to be careful not to pick up too many. And then my life is good. Alright, so this is safe from this direction. See how safe it is from any other directions, if he shoots any other directions. This one I would be worried about. Kind of what I thought. Thanks for the charge, bro. These guys sadly just kind of get murdered by existing. That's the power of rubber cement. Dang. That doesn't make sense. They're all supposed to be exactly the same all the time. If I wasn't getting hit at the start, why did I get hit later? Makes no sense. I mean, it's fine, because I have so much health regeneration. Yo, screw this attack. But I'm just gonna tank and let it happen. Dies before I'm out of invincibility, no problem. I am totally not going to use this Emperor card. Never mind, I am. Curse of the Lost is too annoying. So strong. And as long as I don't have Curse of the Lost on the chest, I'll be a very happy man and everything will be easy and great. Please. Oh yeah, we're fine. Didn't get any curse. Alright, so both of these familiars block tears. The Dry Baby has a chance to activate the Necronomicon effect when it does so, which does damage to all the enemies in the room. And the Farting Baby has a chance to let out a Poison Cloud, cause enemies damage over time if they're near enough to it. Mine, jerk. Nope. No one likes you. So I'm totally going to full clear this. Which means I'm totally going to find the boss immediately. Because that's just how this works. It's going to be the only time I find the boss immediately. That just generally is not a thing that happens in my gameplay. Thank you. I pretty much never want to have my use item available and not used. So it does make sense to just take damage all the time. Why did I do that? Sorry, that's reflex with that thing. Removes Floor Curse, gives a Soul Heart. Okay, so I have 2 of these. And nothing to do with them right now. Well, I ruined my half heart, but that doesn't really make a difference because there's no way I'm getting that low on health. That was just a thing that I do because it's smart. You can't have that. I need it. Well, now I'll just get back to all black hearts. See? Boss. First path. Besides taking the obvious dead ends. See, when a cage dies that fast, that's how you know that you're OP. And Rubber Cement with the Parasite, always OP. Every time. So I still have a ton of health. I have absolutely nothing to do with these 2 rooms. Such a shame. Yeah, that's not gonna go too hot for you. I wish I could just give you this quarter, but I can't. Makes me... Why didn't I double it? I didn't need to, but why? I could have had 4 chests there. All for free. Reflexes, man. Dang reflexes. Not a big deal. Oh, he won't take sticky nickels either because he's a jerk. There we go. Do it this time. I'll even take the blank rune and see if it works on this as well. It does the same thing. What else could it do? Could it do anything bad? I don't think so. could do useless things, or things that I wish I had waited until opening them to do, but it, in fact, can't do anything bad, so I guess that's all good. All good. Okay. It's just a random rune effect. Oh my. Proptosis gives me a scaling damage multiplier based on range, where it's 2.0 at the closest, 1.3 at the farthest. This tells me when I'm next to any unidentified rooms, but that's going to be useless. This moves around whatever direction I'm shooting. And that's about that. Does decent damage. Then this is Ipecac. So this should be fun. Oh, it's not doing all the splitting stuff, so this is no fun at all. This sucks. My life is terrible. What is his butt? Oh well. So clearly this is less than optimal. And you'll note that it doesn't attack stuff a lot of the time. By the way, Ipecac adds 40 damage to you. 60? 40. And when it gets large, its hitbox is very messed up, because its hitbox is closer to the middle, so it'll like explode and do nothing to enemies when it's too big, because the outside is hitting and the middle isn't getting to do damage, which is how it works. And that's what happens there. So once I've hit enough times and it's huge, I pretty much can't do damage with it, and I'm better off using my black circle. Wait, alright, I could probably... There you go, buddy. Did him a solid on that one. It's not like that could have been lucky, so he could have it. So obviously I was better off just not getting Ipecac, but you know, that doesn't really matter. Because, like, watch... Oh, God, the freaking range, though. Like, I can instantly kill the final boss with that just because of how strong Ipecac is. I'm pretty sure it's 40 damage. Anyway. That's it for today. That was a strong run. Did lots of silly things. I quite enjoyed it. I like melee runs. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.